And the text is still yellow. I don't know why. Shouldn't be yellow, should be white. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thanks Andy. Andy, do you want me to call you Andy or Andrew? Sound check. It's too colorful. Everything is like the rainbow has tricked me like a thunder. Andrew. Andrew. Let's do it proper. Yep. Call it proper way. Although you choose. Welcome everybody. This is Mael Duin. I play puzzle video games. I hope that's why you are here. And I play puzzle video games and similar, just in case I don't want to hurt any sensibilities, and similar. What is a puzzle game? I don't know. You tell me. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 2 p.m. in Australia East, because that's where I am. Hello, Robert. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. I was missing you. Today we continue Reliquia Park. Let's all behave because Paracor is watching. Let's play properly as well. I have good news. I have played 17 demos from the Steam Next Fest. 17. Sadly, I couldn't publish all of them because some games I have my issues with them, but I could publish most of them. And the good news is I have only 9 more to finish my first selection, because I went through what was in there on Steam, what was published as a puzzle game. I went through those. Oh, this is interesting. I'll try it. And I must say, out of all of them, only one. I downloaded like 25 or so. Only one I haven't been able to play it now, because the Steam Next Fest is the end of the world, and when it finishes, demos die. It's like when you bought a Nintendo game, you were rewarded some points, like you can redeem them online and they are attached to your profile, Nintendo online profile. So you could spend those points on merchandise or digital assets from the store, and there were some PDF guides for their games, like new Super Mario 3D World or something, like Yoshi's Island 2, for example. PDF walkthrough. And at some point there was in the website, it appeared they ran out of those guides. Nintendo, it's a PDF. How can you run out of? So these demos are the same. When they get to a certain point, a certain downloads, they disappear, they explode or something. I don't know. Still never will understand how you take your time to make a marketing tool which is supposed to help you. And I know in certain cases you have to, but to make the demo last 1 week, none of the reasons that I know you can have to remove the demo from the store, from Steam, applies to having the demo for 1 week. None of the None of the reasons apply. Demos are not cheap, and I don't make demos. I'll leave it there. Today we're not playing demos, today we're playing Reliquia Park, and today is day 6. Let me move on to the other screen. How many days do you think we have left, Paracor? Since you know, since you know the game. Where's my panel? Here. Okay. Let me recap. We have. I'll do the recap within the garden. Not the garden, the main hub. I don't know why have a blurry vision today, so I'll take my time to read because I can't. I used to wear glasses. But long story. I have a feeling today is the last for the non-secret content. Yes, I thought so, but since I don't know what's all this for, because we have four of these gems, I'm expecting for the pace at which we've been through, I'm expecting to have the 5th today. But there's another one in the center, so I don't know if there's like a new tribe or it's just the ending. I don't know. And then we have the extra, and the extra could be 6 more weeks with me. So recap. Yes, I'm going off topic. We finish. There are in this game. If you don't know, for anyone hasn't watched the other 5 weeks or haven't played or seen the game, we are here in like a kind of garden. It's a park. It's called Reliquia Park for a reason. And this is the main hub. From here there are 5 paths. This being one, it's called, let me see if I can say I remember, not glyph. We have glyph, we have spire. This is spire. No worries. This is spire, and then we did totem. I'll never forget you, and I'll never forgive you. And then we have always forget this one. It's like the antenna, but it's not an antenna. Pylon. For me, a pylon is another thing, different thing. Yes, but it's a me problem. Pylon, and then this was glyph. No, this is. I still don't know. We haven't been through them. This is glyph, and then last day we ended up here. This is the 5th. We have finished and completed all the other 4, and at the end we get a gem that we can bring here. And then when we have all 5, something happens. Still don't know what will happen. Also, there's this that it's supposed to give you clues, so maybe I'll find out when we complete these 5 main paths. And in each path there is the path. It's a sequence of theme puzzles, but at the same time the game is telling you the story of how each of the tribes, because this was like a whole society that was split into 5 paths, and each of the paths, it's telling you the story of each of them. Shard, didn't remember. To go back to where we were, I need to input a code that we got. So there are codes that you need to take note of. I hope it's this one. I have all the other. I have them sorted. The others mean being at the end of each path, you get a code to retrieve the gem again, and there is a secret code. I have them. I have those located, but the one in like the intermediate, the point where we left, I'm not sure if it's this one. Lightning triangle. We'll find out in a second. Maybe we end up somewhere else. And the Y or V, or I don't know. And press X. This opens the portal. Hopefully it'll take us back. Was it here? No, it was not here. We finished this. Where did I wrote this down? It's called chat. Maybe I didn't take note of it. Oh, it's this one. It was at the back. Return to hub. I hope. I hope. Cross, zero, or circle, triangle. Oh, otherwise I have to redo everything. I think so, yes. It's yellow. And then in this path, I believe the secret code is given to you by the negative space. So in this, and there is one each in each other alternated safe gardens, like the ones that don't have a puzzle. So you start in this one, and then you get the second symbol in here. We are at the third, and the negative space is kind of a cross. So that's the third symbol. We still have two more before the end. And that will give us the extra challenges or extra levels for this path. This is where we ended up last Thursday. Luckily I took a screenshot because we completed this. We completed this puzzle. What I'll do is I'll try to refresh myself so that I can explain to you the rules, how this goes, and try to remember if I can finish it again. Otherwise, I don't think it's much of interest to spend 30 minutes trying to solve it again. Let's see. You can have, let me put them aside so I can explain better. One more. So these ones here at the top, they are rounded pieces, and these are angled. So you can have, let me recap because there's a lot to recap because there's a lot of rules on top of each other. So first rule is there are two types of pieces and you can connect them, but you cannot have more than two in line, in a straight line of the same type. If you want, for example, how can I connect three. Can't connect three rounded? Yes, I can. So for example, you could have these three. So this one at the height of the character to the left, it's a corner. It's like turning corner. A turn. This one is like two rounded ends meeting, and this is same. So they are connected. If I separate the middle one, they are disconnected. So they make complete shapes. That's what I'm trying to say. But you cannot have three in line. So if you want to use, for example, this one, you need to get the one from the other type. I'm making a mess. Yes. So like this. This is the same piece, but it's from the other type. It's the angled. So you can have this. You have to find out all this yourself because the game doesn't tell you. Actually, you find out because the door, the gate, kind of tells you. The game tells you, but not explicitly. It's easy to understand. It's a textless tutorial. The game is first stages simple enough for you to realize this is a rule and this is how it works. Knowing this, you have two types of pieces and you have to make complete shapes. Now you have to put all these pieces together so that all rules are accomplished. And you can have a track of which of the rules you are meeting or accomplishing by the lights at the gate. There are 4 lights. I got to understand 3 of them, like the left, the top, and the right. It's like 4 spinning arms, like a spinning fan. I still don't quite know which one is the one at the bottom. Now, I took a long time to solve this one. Not the longest. I solved puzzles in this game that took longer than this one. But I'm not sure I will try to solve it again because we did it last week. So for the sake of entertainment and dynamism, what I'll do is get the answer. It's not like I'm cheating. I'm cheating with myself. It's my level of cheating. Where do I have this? Here. So this is what we got last day. Put it here. Oh, here. So let me recreate this. These are 4 complete shapes. They are finished. They are not open ends. I know it disappears, so I have to move outside of the stream so I can have it. At least you see it now. This is what I'll do. Starting with not cheating. Does it count as cheating if I'm looking at my own solution? Am I allowed to do that? Thank you. For the sake of entertainment and my sanity. It's interesting when people say, "Oh, I don't watch Not that I don't watch. It doesn't like there is no sense of doesn't make sense to watch someone else, for example, a streamer, for example, me, play a puzzle game because you're looking at the solution. But oneself, if I was watching someone else playing a different video game, for example, one is narrative, spoiling myself. But they don't think that when they are watching someone playing a narrative game. Narrative will not change. When you go back, you probably remember what happened, so it's a spoiler. They say so with puzzle games. And there are so many puzzle games you can't remember all of them. This is me having played the game itself not 3 years ago. It's like last week, and I don't remember. It doesn't matter that you watch someone else playing a puzzle game. Completely viable. What am I doing? I need to analyze this. Central piece is new? Central piece is new. Okay. Let me see what we have. In my typical style, analytical style, I'm playing on Tuesdays. I'm playing Phoenix Springs. It's my anti-game. It's completely not my type of puzzle game, but not in the way that I don't mean that I don't like the game, which I'm enjoying it, I'm liking it, but it makes me think in a way that I don't usually think, which is in abstracts. I'm very analytical. I'm good at splitting parts and putting them into groups and understanding them that way, like I'm doing right now. Phoenix Springs is testing me. It's really testing me. I'm enjoying it, maybe because of that, because it's something different that I used to do. But it's really, it's a test. So you can have 2, but not 3. I'm trying to, and you can't move this one. I'm trying to understand which ones are the ones that we need to swap. Since you can't move these ones because they are in the corner, these ones stay. So yes or yes, we don't have other option. We need to change this one and this one, otherwise there will be 3 in line. So we need to change these ones. At the same time, because there will be 2 of the same type on the sides, this cannot be another circle. Or as I am noting now, a blue circle. It needs to be a red cross. So we need to take these 4 out and bring them here. The shapes are not made outside of this space because those can be moved. And I think that's it. See, let's see if that is correct. You play word puzzle games before? Word puzzles? Not many, not often. No, I don't think so. Push these hands up I need to bring the ones from here. Starting with the top. For that, I need this one. Right, this one goes in there. I would like to play, which you just reminded me. I haven't played the case of the golden idol. I believe it's called. It's a detective game. But you play with words. I played the demo for Duck Detective, if that counts as a word game. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to keep them. Otherwise, if I mess with the positions, then I lose track. Now I need the sides. I might get one, right? And then the curved one, central, and then same for this. Now that's one. Now we need to recreate the same, but the opposite with this. So we need the bottom one, which is this one. This one with this one and the three at the top, and that should do it. How do I move this one aside? I need to undo this for a moment. To be able to put this one. Now there's a problem with the bottom one. There you go. Last steps. That's it. That's it. Okay. You can see at the gate now has 4 arms light up or lit up. If I break one of the rules, like complete shape, now this is not a complete shape, one of them turns off. This arm in here is telling you that the rule you are missing is the final complete shape. And then there are the top one and the right one, which are complete shapes. No, complete shape is this. Is the one on the left. I believe it's you are using all shapes, and the other one is the shapes. There's an element that hasn't reappeared today, which some of the squares have a cross, and you can't use those squares. I'm sure if they will reappear, you'll see. So those are the 3 rules that I know. I still don't know the bottom one. You have a disc, a diamond. So here there are 2 and 2. We are not breaking any rule, and it's a complete shape, and it's not covering any cross. Just checking. I think if you put a shape on top of a cross being on the floor, on the ground, the game tells you, but I don't remember. So I think this is easy. So we just swap these 2. Oh, I thought it was an end. But there are 3. I thought this was an end. It's confusing. It's confusing. This is 1. It's not 2. 2 and 2. I wanted to swap this to put it at the top. And I'm not breaking any rule. That's not how it is. We can put one in between, one of the curved ones. There. So we have 3 in line, but it's not 3 of the same type. It's 2 angled and 1 curved. What do we do with this? With these 2? We could fit them in between, so make the disc like an ellipse. How do I manage this? I need to break the disc first. And you go there and you there. So I can keep your shape. So now we need to, because they are curved, in between we need them to be angled. But there is only one angled. The other two are curved. So that's not an option. You see when you are breaking this rule that 3 in line of different type, 3 in line of the same type is not possible. The arm at the top is telling you you are not respecting this rule, so that's not valid. Can we make? We can't change. Maybe we make it longer. Let's make it longer. That way there are no 3 in line. Let me see if I can recreate this. What I'm thinking. This is what we had, but now there is one more. How can we have this closed then? We can close this, the bottom end and the top end. We still have one missing. And the only ones connecting horizontally are the curves. So the only thing we haven't tried is connecting the opposite corners. All the time we are connecting this, making a semicircle. Maybe we need to connect them diagonally and make like a snaking S. Let's see. Maybe the actual level is telling you need to make a snake. Because the first time that when you redo the puzzle, you need to walk a long way to get to the puzzle area. At least that I can remember. I haven't seen this before. So what I meant is this. Connecting this one with the opposite corner, this one, and this one with this one. Because horizontally, these two are the only ones. These connect vertically, all 3, and these 2, they connect vertically. So, what if we do this with the opposite corner is this one? Now they are connected. but there's no room for everything. We could then make this connection with this one. Where does this take us? And we need, this is the same. It's the same. We are using the same shapes. The two angled ends with the circle. It only is open. But we are not using all shapes. And we can fit them in between here because there's no room. I'm thinking of making, but we are missing the shape that we need to do that. Like made an arch, but we need something that connects horizontally. I believe it has to do with snaking. And it can only start with an end. So it has to be that one. Or this one on the opposite corner. And it doesn't matter we use this one to start or this one, because if we use this one, we'll have to use this one in this corner. It's same, it's symmetrical. The other thing I was thinking, it's something like this, and then have this and this. So what we are missing is the connection in between. Maybe we open the circle, the disc, we break it, but now it's open. So now it's opened looking up. At the same time, I'm breaking a rule because I put 3 pieces in line, in a straight line, that belong to the same type. So I need to change this curved one for the angled version. Let me do that first before progressing. And recompose. Okay, we are back. From here, we could put this one higher and make it longer. So we make room for pieces to be used. And Okay, but it cannot be curved in here. Now this one needs to be here. It cannot be curved, that's for sure. So now how do we manage this space? So maybe we put the curved one here and the angled ends. So it takes a lot of moving. You go that way and you more or less towards there. So this connects this way. You go at the end, but you wait. Yes, and then you in there and you the last turn. So it is a snake. I have the feeling this is for a reason. This snaking. New safe room. See what happened to this tribe. Silence era. The first day of the following years, residents make their way to the usual annual rules announcement. The council doesn't show, and the announcement is cancelled until further notice. That's strange. Council is always meddling with everything. Most of South City lets out a collective sigh of relief. A few see this as a bad omen. Oh man. There is no secret symbol here, so we can continue. And there is a new piece. And it's not just a new piece, it's a new type. Because this piece is the equivalent of this one. This is just rounded. And the equivalent is in angled is this one. This is like orthogonal, maybe. So we can't, this is not a solution because we are not using all pieces, all of the pieces. And we have 3 in line of the same type. What we can do is push this end this way is shorter. No. So this is what we had in the beginning, but made a separation. We split it to make room for this piece. Because these are 2 different puzzles, we can't mix them. And now, where before there were 3 of the same type, now there are 2. This is 1, this is 2 curved, separated by 1 orthogonal. I think I'll call it that. And we do the same here. Where is the 3? Here there are 3. Here there are 3. You go this way. And we need to separate from here. You go back to where you were, and these 3 pieces now they go down. That's it. So we have 1, 2 different, and here 1, 2 different. Maybe the fourth rule is something we haven't found yet. That's why. New pieces. That's one. I believe this is okay. I believe that's okay. This is open. And here too. One, two, three, four. What's... So you go with these two on the sides. Right? Now there is one end open. But I can't have these two. Oh, so it's one of each type. So one of one type, one of the opposite type. I see, I see. This in between, and we replicate this at the bottom. Something like this. That's one. And we are missing the one at the top. So this one is complete shape. This I believe is 3 in line. So what is happening here, I believe it's that is counting. There are 3 of the same type, but not within the same shape, but within different shapes. Like there are 3 here and 3 here. So that's why this was okay, because it was not okay. It's okay in itself, but not in regards of the others. And you need to be mindful of others in life. So we need to reshuffle these 2 and these 2, so that the curved one is at the top and the angle on the left. Think so. I think that's what's going on. Whoops, mistake. First, this one aside. Okay. That's one. Now there is 1, 2, angle, and 1 again. There are no 3 in here. I think this is fine. Yes. It would be a problem in this case there are 3. But since we are going to move this anyway, doesn't matter much. Go up and then you there. We are still missing something. The rule at the top. Why is that? We don't have 3 in line anywhere. This is 3. And this is 3. How did I foresee that? Oversee, I mean, not foresee. I didn't foresee that. but there is still 3. Actually 4 now. Oh man, it actually is a no, man. What about swapping this for this? So you go there and then you can be moved there. Still 3. Now there's no 4, but there are 3. And we do the same here. Oh, maybe it's not taking into account the opposite, the different shapes. It's just this one. It's just this. It's just this. Let me see if that is the issue. It is. So it's not looking at all the shapes. How didn't I find out this before? So it was just that. I couldn't. This shape, because it's splitting, is separating, it looks like it's 2. But it's 1 piece. And these are the crosses. Yes, you can still see. So now, this is the other rule that I knew that you can't place a shape on top of where there is a cross. Let's see what we have. A 4 open end shape. Well, actually not 1, but 3. The angled, the orthogonal. I was thinking squared, orthogonal, and the curved. And another thing is, where do you place them? Because it needs to be crosses. So I think it goes in here. I would like to draw. Thank you. One in here, for example. And then another one could only go here. Actually, where they are. And another one there. So as long as it's not 3 of the same type, I think we are good. Even, for example, this is the angled, not the angled, the orthogonal. Even if you place the orthogonal, which is not here, but this one is, this is one, this is the other one. Even if you place the orthogonal next to each other, as long as you don't use the third one, so maybe it looks more difficult than it actually is. But I say that and I'm sure it will be the opposite. So we can't, now we have 2 angled ones. We can't use the third to finish the shape. So this, for example. This is different, so we can give it a go. We can use it. That goes with this, for example. And the other angle. And since the top and bottom are curved ones, we can't use the angle and the orthogonal here, because we will be left with two curves for the curved core. So like this is okay. You go there. And you should go first because you are on the other side. I think so. Yes. We're good, we're good. One more before the garden. Save garden. This is interesting because it's all of the same type. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 and 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on a 5 by 5, 25. So we have more spaces than actual shapes to place. Putting the ends aside for a moment. Because this, I think it's going to be a snake too, or two snakes, most probably. I would like to see how long the snake is. With all these shapes. Imagining this is an N, the next one pointing down, the next one would be this one, and then we have this. One more of this, and this, and we can use one more. Can we? So this can go there. Now we need to make a second snake. Is that correct? Because we have orthogonal corners, not corners, turns. Well, it's just like a corner. The way I understand it, it's like a corner. Out of the 4 possible shapes, shape type, we have 2 only. So we cannot go around. We can only go diagonal with the snake. I'm thinking maybe 3. 1 longer and 2 smaller ones. So I think it's best to try. Just try it. And it's the best way to find out. So they can go next to each other, so they are separated. I was thinking they had to. I don't know why. I was thinking they had to be separated. So we have more space. Right? And then we need an end. And another end. And now we have, this is 1, 2, and 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 3, 2. This will make another snake with you. And you. The thing is that you need to go, these 4 pieces, they need to go here. And that's the solution. So I need to bring you all the way over. You first. And then you next. And then it's you. It's you, it's you, it's all for you. Everything I do, I tell you all the time. What am I missing now? That's why I was thinking they needed to be separated, because there are 3 of the same type. That's why. So I need to move you somehow. Maybe make the snakes shorter? This cannot be shorter. Actually, it can be longer. Actually, it can be longer if we place it like this. Now you need to be separated from the other one. Like this way. One less, so you go all the way up. Still no room for the third one. And now you can be longer. I'm not sure about this. So I can bring 2 pieces, 2 shapes, like these 2. But still touching. They are still touching. If I want to fit everything. They are still touching. let's say I want to do these 3, but the symmetry, diagonal symmetry, like an L shape. For that, I would need not these 2 ends, but these and these 2 ends. That and that. That's the shape I'd like to make. And then you will be used here. I have too many pieces. No, too many pieces. Because you go there now. What do we do with you? If we do this same thing here, and they are separated by 1 square, which is the minimum unit they can be separated. If we were to do that, we would have 2 more. Maybe we need to make a circle with that. How do we remove those 2? The way up. It's only that. This away and this away, and we close with that. But that is same. Now we can make 4 together with these spare ones. Oh no, right. Because they belong to 2. There are 2 corners, not the other 2. Anyway, what can we do with this now? What do we do with this information? It's strange, you could be longer. You could have a length of 2 more. And if I push you up so that I can make you longer, little one. Oh, those are the 2 that I'm missing. But this is the same we had, but opposite? Maybe not. My vision is blurry now. I don't see the shapes anymore. We had these 3 and these 5 inverted, but the one in the center, in the middle, in between, it was placed in a way that it didn't allow to use all the pieces. And this is a circle. The negative space is a circle, which is the fourth symbol. fourth of the 5 out of 5. So we're missing one. Midway through the year, the council returns for one final rule announcement. The rule is, there are no rules. Do not follow this rule. I like this as a wallpaper. How do you? It's a paradox. It's a paracord. Wait. There are... What's going on here? Oh, they are full circles. Now, you see, I don't know if it's 1.5. Like, where, which one is which? These are complete shapes themselves. The problem is that there are 3 in line. And what's the problem here? There is no problem. This room is strange. Ah, so this is the 4th rule. Now the bottom one is off. It's turned off. So here's where we learn about this 4th rule. Which is you need to use the crosses. Now, there's something going on in here. So this is good. But this is not. I don't get it. Why? What's happening? So the one on the right is the one about the crosses, because we are placing a shape onto the crosses. The yellow cross. That's turning the right arm off. But at the same time, the bottom one is lighting up. Nothing to do with this, not that, not that, and not that. There's none of the one above. And the one at the top is 3 in line. Because they are all complete shapes, they don't have open ends, we don't have to worry about that. So it's one less rule to work with. Now they are not 3 in line. That's the second one. They are not on top of yellow crosses. That's the third. What's the fourth? Why is having this making it turn on? What's happening with my eye? Has to do with the order, I guess. Starting over, we need to alter this order. So because this has more variables, it can be it has more combinations. Let's leave the bottom bit for now. Let's play with the top one, which is simpler. This is not good. The bottom arm doesn't like that. So brute forcing the combinations. This is not good. This is not good. And this is not going to be good because we have 3 again in line. So the diamond can only go in the 2 in the 2 in the middle. So this diamond can only go here or here. The other ones don't matter. So there are circles on opposite ends here as well. Maybe swapping these two because they are the most different. No, doesn't like that. So this is bad and this is not good. The bottom arm is not lighting up. But this is good. This is still good. And this is not. This bit doesn't matter because the diamond can only go here or here. Either way, if this order is in regards of this order, this position of the diamond doesn't matter because it's symmetrical underneath. And the relative position between these pieces doesn't matter either. We haven't had any issue with having same type or different type. Shapes in line, so we can't use the yellow crosses, so it's only swapping this order. So the only thing I have left is start brute forcing this and see which one is the correct one, and then from there deduce what's happening. So let's start with these two. With the circles to the right, there are two combinations. And still, even regardless of the order, pushing this up is accomplishing the rule. Let's have the circle in between, like something else in between. There aren't so many combinations, so now the circle goes in between. It's not good. It doesn't have to do with the shapes themselves. If you push anyone up, except for this one, so this is good, but this is not. Maybe you can use the crosses in certain conditions. No, but the arm corresponding with the crosses still off. It's like one rule overrules the other rule. If we continue with the permutations, this is valid. Having the circles in the center. What about swapping these two? So what matters are the circles, not the other two. I don't see why. And it's regardless of this. Still happening in this position. whatever is happening. What if I change these two in the center? Still the same. This is still valid. So it's regardless of this. It's a repeated pattern that continues. So this is good, but this is not. And this is not good again. And the next combinations, they are going to be symmetry of what we have already tried. So the only thing I'm taking is the circles need to be in the center, and that they don't even need to be together. They just need to be touching even with one corner. If they are separated, they're still good. I'll try. We already know this is not. Even though the gate is open, I'm not happy. Let's see if next room tells me anything else that I cannot see there, but I doubt it because it only gets more complex. So this is what we've been doing up until now. All three are correct. But the one missing is this mysterious rule. So we are using all shapes, they are all closed. There are no three of the same type in line, and they are not placed where the yellow crosses are. Maybe we need to break the symmetry. This is symmetrical to this. Compared to the previous room is the only thing that I can think of. Like there are three symmetries. One for each type. One for the curve, one for the angle, one for the orthogonal. And you need to break all these three symmetries. So right now we have two curved ones, two angled, and one orthogonal repeated. How? Because we can make another shape different, maybe, I don't know, out of this. But whatever we can make out of this, we can make same here. So it has to be No, we cannot. We have to make completely different shapes. It's like it's better to scramble everything, mix them up, and come up with something completely different. Let's start trying things. Otherwise, for example, we have this. You can make it shorter. If that is what's going on. It seems so. Now they are not symmetrical. Now, this way. So these two curved ones, their relative position is symmetry to these two. But this is on. And these four angled ones, their relative position is symmetrical to this axis. And not counting the orthogonal, which are the same but opposite. In the previous room, you had the diamond at the top in one of the two in the center. And then in the bottom row, you had the two circles in the center. You couldn't have them on the sides because they are symmetrical to the top. I'm not convinced because I'm not convinced yet. Why? So this is symmetrical again. And we have the second rule, which is 3 in line. Oh, because there are 4. So we need to change this 2 for these 2. Let's see. At least for the top. Let's see what happens then with the bottom. Corners away. And to be replaced by the angled ones. So they are not symmetrical now. I'm missing these curved ones inside. But this is on now, so it's not about the symmetry. From the first room, I'm taking it's either relative position between the pieces or it has to do with symmetry. From the second room, I'm taking it has to do with symmetry. But here they are symmetrical, so can they or can't be symmetrical? They are still 4 of the same type, but now here. So I'll be changing okay, I have to redo everything because these kind of arms at the top, I'll be making them at the bottom. No, that can't be. That can't be, but what it can be, you away, you away. Instead, I'd like to have you and not the ones in the center. So I don't want you in the center or you, but then at least for now, you go there and you point now down. Still not good. As a complete solution, not talking about this mysterious row, because there's still 3 of the same type align. Align, 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 align. This is align. Why wasn't it good? Oh, because 4 in here. So you could go in there. These 2 can go at the bottom. This is regardless of this mysterious row. You go there at the bottom. But I need to reorganize this. Actually, it's like this. I don't have to reorganize. It's like this. It's an arch, a small arch, and another small arch. There's still why is it? Oh, because it's open. So I thought so. And there's still 3 in line. Because what I wanted to do is swap the ones in the center this way. I need to separate these 2. So you go in there. And you go on the opposite side. You go there. And you there. So you close the shape. But this is symmetrical. So it has nothing to do with the symmetry. And being symmetrical right now, the relative position in between the pieces, it's the same. I don't see the common denominator in these 3 rooms. Because the first room doesn't like symmetry, but this is making a symmetry. The second room didn't like symmetry. Why is this good? Crisis era. Faced with the paradox of the final rule, everything halts. Even life. And time. Gradually, residents begin to leave the city in a display of self-exile, seeing no way to solve the dilemma. A few remain, stuck in the limbo of both breaking and not breaking the rule, and wanting to leave the gray area. I'll take note of the code, just in case, because there's still one more, but just in case. I know me. We can always go back, that's not a problem. The next garden is the last secret code, secret symbol. Card 13. Orthogonal, curved, angle, orthogonal. And then there are 3 orthogonal. So I need to get rid of that one and make a shape with this. I'm thinking maybe the order the relative position between the type, but I don't know. Wait, you are missing something. Maybe I get rid of one in here, like one of these 2. I still don't know which one. I think it will be, we'll find out from this. And this is same, we make a shape out of you, complete, not open. And one of these 2, since we have orthogonal shapes, we will not use the orthogonal. We use the angled. And then doesn't matter which one of these 2. I believe. Let me try both, since we are here. This is good. I don't think it matters if I use the curved one. For the sake of... let's do it for science purposes only. You go aside. The things I do for science. So this is not good. Because it's not symmetrical. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know if I have to or have not to make symmetries. It's like if one is symmetrical, all have to be symmetrical. If one is not symmetrical, they can't. It's or all or none. But it doesn't apply to previous rooms. So I don't understand. This is like finish springs. I'm going to finish the game and I'm not going to understand. I can let you know if symmetry is relevant if you'd like. Since, let's do this. Since I am making progress, I don't know how, don't ask me. Since I am making progress, let's leave it there. If I hit a wall that I can't continue because I have to 120% understand this fourth rule, and then maybe I'll ask. If I get to the end, I get to the gem, the yellow gem, and I don't know, and then I'll appreciate if you tell me, because then it's no longer relevant. Well, maybe for the extra challenges, it'll apply, but by then I should have known. So you telling me if we get to the end of this path, it's the same result. I need to get to the extra challenges knowing, so it doesn't change anything. For now, let's wait for the end. A friend of mine somehow made it to the last level without knowing the fourth rule, so definitely possible. That friend was me. In another timeline. In another life. the Mael Duin from another life, from another timeline. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. Do you believe I'm cheating? Do you think I'm cheating with all this suffering? Why am I doing this? Restart. With all this suffering and still I'm being accused of cheating. It is symmetrical now, and that seems to please the gatekeeper. The rule is not applying is the closed shapes. We can make a square, but then we would have 3 of the same type. So maybe no need to do that. But something tells me there'll be a snake again. No, it cannot be a snake because there are no close ends, so it's one continuous loop. How big don't know. Still on here. They are all curved except for these orthogonal ones. So what kind of shape can we make? It's going to be like 2 by very long. Don't know how many, but 2 by 10 or something. So now we know what. Now we need another one. How do we close the shape? Maybe it's not this one. That points up. It's the one that points down. Like this one. So it's like a bigger circle. And then you will go there. This way we are not having 3. And now we need this one. This is wrong. This one's wrong. Skip the level. You can't skip the level in this game. This is not push the cat. This is push the shape. This is push the shape with your sweat and suffering. So this is the shape I was looking for. I was after. But it's not correctly placed outside of the crosses. What I was thinking before, let's see if we can make some sense. Make sense of the chaos. What I was thinking is, let's paint them in colors. So the curved ones, this is awful drawing. They are all curved except for those 2. Same here. Because they are all white. It's hard to see where one shape ends and the next one starts. If the shapes of the same type they were colored, it would be much easier to see, to differentiate types. Now this is symmetrical, it's going to be very easy. But maybe this 4th rule, it would be easier to mentally visualize if they were colored. Obviously, it's symmetrical. I don't see anything different. And obviously it is symmetrical. I'm stressing, but in a good way. It's good kind of stress. Because it's accomplishing the rule now. Let me do some tests. How do I break? Oh, these two don't move. These two don't move. Same with these ones. Okay. Okay, alright. Why do I think it's going to be all connected? And now you connect like a H letter. So these two angled cannot go in here. It's somewhere else. Like there, for example. And these two orthogonal can go... Wait, you disappeared? Now you are off. Now you're on, you're off, now you're on, you're off. You don't like this. I appreciate the moral support. I think I understand, but I don't know how to explain. Funny. Actually, if I can't explain, that means I don't understand. You only understand something when you can explain it to someone else. But I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I have something to work with. So this one is orthogonal. And this one is orthogonal. It's same but opposite. Somehow I believe like if you are like the same, you are the same but opposite, but think as if they were the same. Exact same. So it's rotated 180. Not mirror, but rotated 180. So you imagine this is your head. On your left, you have an angled one. So you, the same way, who doesn't like doodles? So you on your left, I did it the opposite way. This is your face. So you on your left, you have an angled one. I'm trying to explain something I don't understand, but bear with me. On your right, you have the orthogonal. So you, if you rotate 180, you will have the orthogonal here. It's not symmetry, it's rotation. But from here, it gets blurry. That's why I don't quite understand. So you on your left, if you continue, you have orthogonal and angled. So you have orthogonal and angled. But then it doesn't match. This is angled and this is orthogonal. And same here, orthogonal, angled and angled. Same apply. And this is curved, this is curved. But it's not exact same piece. It's same type, but it's not exact same piece. And the center works because it's symmetrical. That's as much as I can understand. Now I have to break it because I need to go through. How do I go through? Final shape, it's a cross. So we have all symbols for these extra levels, and we have all the codes of all the 5 paths. We start with number 1. Rumors spread to the other cities about the fate of South City. One particularly common rumor is that there were still some residents remaining, perfectly frozen in time. If they were frozen, don't follow this rule. But if you are following it, but not willingly, like you are frozen, literally frozen in ice, it's not up to you. Law doesn't apply to me. If I am or I am not following the rule, the law, it's not my doing. It's Mael Duin. I don't quite clearly see it. I'm thinking of 180 rotation now instead of symmetry. But does it account for within the same shape? In the first room, they were closed shapes, so I guess that's a no. What are we not making? Closed shapes. And we cannot move these, so we need to close them. One from here. Maybe. We can only use. Ouch. Ow. Maybe not. We can only use the orthogonal ones. We can use curved ones, but then these ones are left open. How do we handle this? There are no corners, there are no curves. I mean, the shapes are curved, but not pointing. They are all horizontal, so no verticals. How do you close ones and not the other ones? You break one to help the others. It's collateral damage. You break one. These have 3 and 3. You don't touch these ones. You break either this or this, or maybe both. So there are space for 4. You need to bring 4 shapes into this. It's the same as moving these 3 and 1 from here, making these 4 pieces long shorter, 1 shorter into 3. It's same as breaking the whole thing here. So what I mean by that is these 2 are left for last. I've done this before. I've taken notes. Actually, if you check my very first game in the channel 1 year ago, about 1 year ago, I was having 2 cameras. Now every time that I see the yellow text, because my chat is white text, it hurts my eyes. I need to change this. But anyway, it goes with the theme, because we are looking for the yellow gem. Hopefully today is the last day for this yellow text. I was saying, I played my very first game in the channel was Please Don't Touch Anything. And aside from the camera pointing to my face, I had another camera pointing to a whiteboard, and I was taking notes. But now the notes are here. I feel I don't miss the whiteboard, but since I can do this, which I call it virtual board, the pity is when I remove it, when I close the screenshot, the notes go away. Interesting. How do you bring them? So there is an order to the way they come. So you put the one on the sides. Let's do that. The way I see it, no, you can stay. You go back. You can put the ones on the side, and then the other ones, they click from top and bottom. And here we need the curved one, which is this one, but we cannot take it all the way here to click it from the top. So maybe it does matter which. No, but we need, like, there'll be two shapes in here, 3 and 3, and there'll be two ends, opposite ends. So that leaves this one with one end, closed end, and this one with another closed end. I don't think that works. You can't take those two because you need two ends. If you take them, you take one only, and then all 3 pieces from there. Like first this. Now you can't take this one here. Maybe I'm trying to do something that it's not what I need to do. Like this is what I'm trying, and same on the other side. if you break one to give it an end, you need to break the other one. You need to bring the other one too. Since you are bringing you can split these two, and this one is straight. And this is split the other way. So since we are using this end, we need to use the other end. The other end cannot come from a different pill. If you see those as pills, so the ends come from the same. So before placing this one, we need to leave this one and forget. But feels like before doing this, there's always something to do. You can help, for sure, Robert. I welcome everyone helping. This is not for me, this is for all of us. But as you say, I think I mentioned before, to you, I mean, I don't appreciate the straight answer, because then what's the point? Why are we playing? Feel like I need to place this one, but then I need to remove the other one. Oh, because it comes from here. So this and these two ends, and then the central one from here. So you can be closed. You can be closed. You go there straight down. Same happens with you. I said no. Now I can place the two in the center. Which are the ones, the closed ends. Before that, before doing this. So now I know where the shapes come from. And I did it the opposite way. First is the ends. So what do I do with this one then? You can't be left alone. Ah, help. Help. Let's go with that. Not you. First is the other one. Let's see where they come from, actually. having this end, you'll be placed there. And then you there. And then I can bring the central piece there, and this other central piece, you'll be close and make a pill like that. What happened to you? So maybe it's not you. If I take these two, because I'm placing this. Yes, I'm missing this. Close, but not there yet. Not quite there yet. And I can't break off this idea. This idea I have in my head is a prison now. If you take one end from one, you need to take as well the other one. And they go in the center. I'm checking my own confirmation as I am saying it, and as I am saying it, I'm double checking myself. They go in the center. I believe so. Yes. Because otherwise, then in the center, you can't have anything closed. Since they go in the center and they need to be placed first, the other pieces come from the other ones. This because this position is aligned with this one, not with this one. I can try with different ones, but I'm going to be doing the same. So this piece in here comes from this one. I cannot bring the ends through here. Once you place this, doesn't move. So it can only be this one. Same happens to this. That's why you need to bring that first. I mean, it's supposed to be difficult because it's one before the last. And I was worried about the symmetry. I'm going to do this, but I know I'm breaking one rule. Not like I enjoy breaking the rules. Wait, wasn't that one? Let's put connectors all in the same now in the center. So you go there, and then the two from top. I know. I'm just confirming. So it's all good. I mean, not all, literal. It's okay-ish because there are more than 3 of the same type. So you need the ends. You need to swap 2 for 2. 2 kind of connectors. Very close. Very close. What if you bring, instead of bringing the central one from here, but you can't move that. If you place this one, you can't place that one. You have 2 options, or the sides first or the center first. The way I see it, you were left alone before, so let's put you. Now we can't place this. And if we place this one first, we can't have this. That's why you were left there. Can do the same here, but it's not going to work. Now we can move it because it comes from the other side. And now this is open. We can use this one. Because it's the one that goes in that position, and the end from that position. But still, now there are 2 left in here. This, we can close that, but if we could have these 2 here, or in other words, how can we use this for only? Since they come from the same place, same. These 2 first. Maybe the shape is wrong. I'm trying to do something that is not what I should be doing. I mean, that's obvious, but you know what I mean. So that clicks, and then from here I'm missing this one because can't place this one. It comes from above. So you go there, and same as before, you go there. Once you put any shape in the center line, you cannot bring it out. So you cannot swap places from corners. Another try. Let's use 3, complete 3 from 1 plus 1 from here. Which track? I've taken all tracks. I feel I was playing a Steam demo, which I recommend to everyone. It's called Mystified, and the game is fun. It's same as Reliquia Park. It's Sokoban. I think you can consider it Sokoban. I have 5-minute break. This game is called Mystified. There's a demo on Steam. I highly recommend it. If you like Sokoban games, it's still in development, so it can have things that are not completely definitive. It's not like it's releasing in 2 months, still in development. So the demo is okay, it's beautiful, and you can go from the beginning to the end, but they placed, it's like the way I see it, a circular map, kind of. It's not exactly, but like you have the whole demo is the center. It's like you can explore. Imagine all Reliquia Park all together. Like there are no rooms. It's not Shard 33. It's one whole map. Okay, so on the sides, on the opposite sides, there are super difficult hard puzzles. I finished one from one side, and they are super difficult hard because the rules that you need to know to finish those puzzles are not taught during the demo. During the demo, they show you the basic mechanics, but they wanted to show, they told me, they wanted to show advanced mechanics or advanced puzzles to show the player that this can grow in difficulty. And then, if you solve one of these 2 mega super hard puzzles on the sides, nothing happens. You get self-rewarded, but you shouldn't be. You are not allowed. Like you shouldn't be able. From what the information you get from the game, I finished one of them, one of the sides, a little bit by chance because you have to meet some certain conditions that if you are not looking for that, it's very hard that you come across that special move. Anyway, I went to the other side. The other side I still figuring out. I'm still trying. I haven't solved. But this story I'm telling is because in this puzzle I'm still trying to solve it. I have had so many theories and so many, oh, let's do this, let's do that, because there are quite a few elements playing within the puzzle. Like you have the character, you have some logs. Logs kind of like a monsters expedition. Like you chop down a tree and you have a log, which is a cylinder, but you can move it one way or the other. If you move it on the curved side, it rolls. If you move it on the opposite, on the x-axis, it doesn't roll. So you have the character, you have the logs, you have bunnies. If you chase the bunnies, they move, so you can move them. And then there is a bull, which is same as the rabbit, but moves like kind of over ice, on ice. Like if the bull moves one way, it moves all the way until it stops. And the last element is a river, because you can't cross the water, and you can place and reposition the river. There are so many elements. I've been for over a week. I believe Steam says I've been playing that 6 hours. A demo of a second gun game for 6 hours. Trying to figure out that. I have so many theories. I've taken so many ways. I don't know which is the right path. How do you put it? The right track. I don't know which one's the right track anymore. I was taking this. This is the end of the break. My mental break. That's what I'm having. Mental breakdown. Trying to use these 3. So again, I don't see how I can. Unless I move them all to the same side. So now I can use this one. And the one in the center from here. I really needed that break. Hey! I want to thank me for being me and believing in me. I'm always saying this joke. I want to thank me for believing in me, but I'm not sure everyone gets it. I don't know if you've seen, but you know Snoop Dogg, the artist. He went on to receiving an award. Don't ask me which one. This level will probably be quite tricky without knowing the fourth route. Thank you! That's what I needed. Just what I needed. Maybe I'll wait to thank me for believing in me. I'll wait a little bit longer. Let's see what we have. Anyway, Snoop Dogg received an award, and when he was giving his speech, he started, I want to thank me for believing in me and all the hard work that I put into this, doing this. It was funny. And since then, I always remember that I want to thank me. Like, why no one said that before? It makes sense to me. I should be concentrating on the puzzle. Anyway. So, let me analyze the situation. That's at least the only thing I think I can do. Orthogonal. 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 This way is easier to see, at least to me. For me. To see what we are doing. And what I need to do. curved, 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 same type, same type. And then the other ones are angled. Now, angle, angle, angle. And there is one. Okay, this is angle, circle, and orthogonal. So we have 3 curved and 3 curved in here. I don't think it's a case where you place the 3. But let's check. Since there are 2 curved in here, the curve doesn't go there. That's a no. But we can place it either here or here, apparently. So one of these 2 can go here, could be any, and there are not 3 other possible. If you place the orthogonal here, don't think it matters. I don't remember. No, I don't think it matters diagonally. If there are 3, but they are diagonal, I don't think that matters. You miss things in the box. Not sure what box you are referring to. I think we need to change the order. Because if I manage to place the cores, the centers, I don't think it's going to line up. Because now I'm thinking on this 180 rotation. And there are three corners and 3 corners. That means there is not 2 shapes. It's one whole shape, but it needs to be reshuffled so that you can have this rotation. On top is the diamond. On top the diamond, and middle is plus. Diamond, plus, and circle. I don't think it'll work because of the 4th rule. I think we need to move this. There are 2 of this shape, but it's not 180 like before when I first said the 180 thing. It's 90. It's 90. Bottom is circle. You say? Middle is the cross or plus. Even if that's the solution, because this is the last one, even if this is the solution, I would like to know how. This is not as I suspected. You need to move the periphery. I think I'll have to split. Somehow I believe the central pieces are not the most important here. How do I? Oop. I need to, like, if there was an explosion, split everything so I can move pieces around. But not a mega explosion. I need to have some sort of order. Yes, and you, oops, you go there, you go there, you go one up, you go one up, one down. I'm doing nothing, but looks like I'm solving the puzzle. I'm just organizing. I'm very organized. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay like this. So this is the same position as they were, kind of. Kind of. So this shape is symmetry to this, horizontal symmetry, and there is no other. Also, we can understand it as -90-degree rotation that way. And then you get this one, right? Yes. Same with this one. If you rotated this one 90 degrees, you get this one. I'm going to mark them. The ones that if you rotate 90 degree counterclockwise, you get the other. So these two, actually with the arrow, it's enough. These ones are unique. This is done. This is done. So what else? This one, it's this one. So it is this one. It's symmetrical, so that doesn't count. This one is this one. This one is this one. What do we do with this one? Maybe these ones don't matter. Like they are irrelevant for the fourth rule. I hope. So this is done. That's done. This one, this one, this one, and this one. This is where? Here. So this is this one. If you rotate it, you get this one. I think with we can split them in two groups. 3 if the irrelevant ones don't count. What else? This one is angle. If you rotate it this way, you get this one. And then there's this is irrelevant. And that's it. So I think we can split them in two groups. The red ones are one group. I'm having a theory, but without knowing the actual rule, I'm pulling from nothing, from emptiness. And then we have the blue ones are another group. Maybe we can make a group from the red ones, and then if you turn it 90 degrees, you get the blue one. It's the same shape rotated 90 degrees. And there will be a misconnection between the two. I'm hoping it's a long shot, very long. There will be a misconnection that we can accomplish with these two that don't follow that rule. And that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can remember. Actually, I'll take the screenshot, so then I don't have to remember. And bring the image. So I'm going to make two groups, the red and blue. Red versus blue. Paracore must be laughing right now of my crazy methodology. And his friend too. Actually, if I solve it, I would like to know how your friend did manage without knowing. So these 3. No, I made a mistake. Oh no, that's red. And then red goes down. There should be 6 too. Again, I'm copying myself. This is red. I need to double check anyway. This is red. And the corners. Okay. Okay. Put this aside. And these corners. Let's try to make a shape. So this at the top are the blue. What we called blue. Let's make a shape. Or something. I'm trying to, because it's very open, to have anything that is closed. More or less. You can go there and you might go there. So it has two open squares. None of them match with these two. And then because they turn 90 degrees, I just realized we need to use the course, the central. In any case, if we have, let's just to check this theory, how long it stretches, because it has to stretch very long. As we said, if we turn all these 90 degrees, we should be able to have the same shape in here. So let's see. Now we are turning. Because the bottom one is the red, it's clockwise. So you have the angled next to you, and then the curved, and below you there is a curved one, and that's it. And then the angled one goes there, and you go there. So this is the same shape, but it's rotated 90 degrees. I don't know if this is any worth, like to solve the puzzle, it's worth anything, but it's funny. And this one matches with these corners, if that helps. So we might, what we might do is make the red one into two groups again. So this can be one end, and this can be another end. So something can happen in between. I'm thinking. Since this is curved, we cannot have the circle core in there. So we place this one, and for this one, we use the orthogonal. But this way we can't connect the three parts. Maybe like this we can. So they go next on the opposite side. And because I can see it goes to the other way, I'll recreate it in here, and you go a little bit there. What the shape of left side? You'll see. So these two ends, I'm calling them ends. You go there, I think. And now we connect the three parts somehow. No, you go there and you go there. I think that's better. So wait, you can connect here. I'll leave it one before so you can see how they connect. This is lighting up. I don't know if that means we are on the right track. This can. Oh, but this end is opened. So we need to fix that. Even though it can connect, it actually can't. Why was I thinking it connects? Very interesting, Mael. Very interesting. Useless thought. I was thinking you were closed. I don't know why. Don't ask me. You might go there. You might go there. You might not. Mama, oh mama. Why is the shape broken now? Like this doesn't have oh, because it was one whole thing and I split it into two. Can I go to where before I split it? We go way back. Our friendship goes way back. So this is before I make the split of the red group. And we had this. Now this is matching this, except for the rounded corners. Same. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because it's the last room. I wouldn't want to leave it here, but if we complete somehow in the next few minutes, I wonder if there's a longer path waiting at the hub. Because I usually make streams 3 hours. Swayze raid. Just what I needed. I need hands. I mean, I need brains. Don't give me your hands. Please give me your brains. I turn everything off. Still annoying. Why is this? Oh, because too many I thought I had turned everything off. This is the second time it happens. I'm not know what to do, what to say. I don't know what to say. You assess the situation. You assess the situation. This is a series of puzzles. We are in the very last one. Actually, it might be a nightmare for you guys. I'm very confused because for those of you that you don't know this game, a perfect challenge. This game, it starts here and you go progressing this kind of thermometer. At the end you get this gem. We are at the end, one before the gem. The thing with this game is that it doesn't tell you the rules explicitly. It tells you the rules by you meddling with the puzzle. So it's like it's textless tutorial. By you experimenting with the game, you realize the game doesn't tell you, but at some point in the goes by sections. It goes increasingly in difficulty. In each section, you are supposed to understand. And the first few ones, they are very simple, very easy. I can understand. We got to, it's like every 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be every 2 sections you get one new rule. So we are on the 4th rule, but I don't know the rule, so I have to finish a puzzle that is supposed to be complex. If you know the 4 rules, imagine missing one of them. And I have my eyes trained so that I kind of know what's going on with the other 3. Because all these shapes, I can tell you now it's very complex to see because it's everything white. I can tell you the 3 rules, but still it will be very hard because I'm missing the 4th. Maybe you tell me the 4th. Once you have, for example, this gate has 4 arms, kind of, let's call it arms, like a spinning fan. When you have all 4 lit up, the gate opens. But the thing is that every arm is telling you which rule you are breaking. First rule is that you have to have closed shapes. We are not having closed shapes. Even if we had, like, bear with me. This would be a closed shape. Now it's closed, but this is open. If we had the other one, ignore this. If we had the other one closed as well, we would have this arm turn on. The one on the top is a rule that doesn't allow you to have 3 pieces of the same type together, aligned. There are 3 types at this point. There's the curved ones, like this. This is curved. This is curved. This one is curved, and so on. This one here, it's difficult to see because it's together, but this one's curved, same as this. Then you have the orthogonal and the angled. That's 3 types. That's the second rule. You can't have 3 of the same type aligned. The third rule, it doesn't apply to this puzzle because in some other rooms you have a cross on the floor in yellow. You can't use that tile. It doesn't apply here. And then we have the 4th. Hi. How are you, Swayze? How was your break? it was refreshing. Actually, and it's awful. I'm having yellow text, which goes well with it looks like I made it on purpose, but I didn't. Doing well, my break was absolutely needed and refreshing. Europe is wonderful. You've been to Europe. You've been to Europe and you didn't tell me. Actually, I don't care you didn't tell me. You didn't take me with you. You're an awful person right now. Don't tell me you went to Spain. I don't know if... I'm not sure I want to know. No, actually I'm fine. I'm fine. I've seen enough of Europe, I believe. You went right next door in Portugal. You went to Lisbon. You might met my parents. My parents went to Portugal last week? For 1 week, 2 weeks ago. I see it with different eyes because I've lived 26 years in Europe. I've seen too much of Europe. So if I see the towns, the architecture, the culture, it's nothing striking to me. But it happens the same. If I go to US, it will be like a shock for me, and oh, this is exotic, and for you, it's your day to day. Because you said I had a blast. My parents came with a different opinion, but they live in Spain, so. It makes sense. I don't know what to do here. And now because we've changed the time zone, not time zone. We don't. This is not lost. Australia doesn't move. We don't change time zone, we change day, how it's called? Daylight saving time, because we've changed. Now we are not so close. We are more apart. It was almost, I was debating if finishing here, because it's been 3 hours for me. I don't see this finishing anytime soon. And I was celebrating the raid because, oh, new brains, they can help me. But then I realized it's hard to understand the very last one without having done the other ones. We could do something. If you don't have to go, like if you have to go, I totally understand. It's probably the end of your stream, so you might be tired, and it's... What time is it now? It's even later now. Before it was late, now it's late night in US, but after the change, and you still have to change to standard time first week in November. Okay, so maybe I'll leave this for next week. this one, because as Paracor is in the chat, Paracor is who made this game. It's saying that it will be very difficult to solve this one, because it's the very last one, without knowing the fourth rule. Because of course you need to do things with intent, and with so many pieces, so many variables, if you don't do things with intent, you either get mad or stumble upon the solution in 100 years time from now. So what I'll do is I'll take note of the code to go back here, and I'll do something. So let's see if you can help me. Return to previous level, and now I know this previous level, so I can take note of this code and go back here next day. So the code, it's not the one I took before. Y size lightning and 1. So now I can go back here. What I'll do is go to the first one of this when the fourth rule just appeared. So all these that you are seeing are previous rooms that we've been through without knowing the rule. This one, continue. So this fourth rule here is the first time it appeared. So the other rule with the crosses now it applies. You'll see. The first arm in here pointing to the left, I need to be quick. This one on the left, it tells you if the shape is closed, because everything is one size shape. They are all closed. You don't have to worry about that. This arm will be always on. Second rule, the top arm, this one, refers to not having 3 of the same type together. So as you can see, there are 3 rounded together. That's no. This is angled, so you need to place this one somewhere in between. And these are all different. You don't have to worry about that here. The third arm tells you you can't use the yellow crosses. The yellow cross tile, you can't. You see, if you place this shape here, this turns off. And the fourth rule is a mystery. So for the top one, what I did was put the diamond in one of the 2 in the center. I don't think it matters which one. Give me a sec. Kira wants to leave the chat. And Maki? Oh, Maki left before. You tell me if I have to stop. Otherwise, I continue. And then you see, now we are accomplishing the 3 rules. The 3 rules that we know, they are all closed shapes because they are individual. Not 3 of the same type in line. And the third one, we are not using the tiles with a cross. Okay. Now, we are missing the fourth. We are missing the fourth arm. What's going on? So I can tell you the solution, and then let's see if we can make sense of that. We've been here with Robert and Paracor, but Paracor doesn't count. That would be spoiler. And we weren't able to make sense of the solution. So this is the solution. The position between the diamond and the cross, I believe it doesn't matter. Actually, I'll try. So, why is this the fourth rule? Accomplishing the fourth rule? I don't know. So we want to change the cross for the diamond. So it's still valid. We are not cheating. We can't cheat if we know the solution. And then we've finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rooms. 6 more rooms without knowing the solution. The fourth rule. And these 6 rooms, they had kind of symmetry going on, but it's not clear because in some cases the symmetry applied and some other cases it didn't. So it's not clear. Granted, the beauty of the game is discovering the rule. That's why it doesn't tell you explicitly. So the fun of this game, it's 2. Finishing the puzzle and solving the puzzle, but the other part, very important, is to discover the rules that make the puzzle. And I wasn't happy when I got to the solution. You know me. The gate was open. I didn't continue. I still tried to understand this because we knew if you don't understand the rule, it happened before in another path. This game has 5 series of puzzles. This is the 5th. They are equal difficult. You can undertake them in any order. This just happens to be the 5th. It doesn't mean it's more difficult. It happened in one of the other previous ones that I got to the end without knowing one rule, and Paracore had to help me. Wait, I missed one message. Could be worth going through the puzzles again from the start of the 4th rule introduction. That's what we are doing. I missed that message. That's what we are doing. The funny thing is, now we know the solution, which one is. But if you don't have the circles in the center, something happens. Like now we are not accomplishing the 4th rule, but in certain cases, when like this, now this is off because we are using the yellow cross. That's fine. But this is on. Why is this valid? What's happening for this to be? Knowing what I know from the future rooms, it makes me believe like it's taking into account the relative position of the shapes. So it's like you are turning 180. So you have the diamond here with a circle on the left. So if there's ever another diamond shape in the room, you rotate it like 90 or 180, or maybe in the 4 positions. They all have to have the same relative position. So that means this diamond is having a circle on the left and on the right in every position. It's not having anything here. Maybe have nothing doesn't break the rule. But if we do like, oh, I'm checking. You see, like this. Now it doesn't apply because this circle has a cross, but these ones, they don't have a cross. So why is this accomplishing the rule? There is something in between two. There is something in between two. But these two, they don't have anything. If it helps at all, the fourth rule is fairly similar to the no three in a row are this. No three in a row are the same rule. I'm not sure that helped me. I'm not sure that helps me. It's about the number of... No, it can't be about the number of shapes. Because there are 4. You can't have 4. Oh, we are having 4. My friend, it doesn't help me. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not complaining. Because there are 4. It's about the number, the amount of shapes, but there are 4. And there are 4. It's these two swapping positions, it makes me think it's the relative position between them. I don't think so. Like, this is a 0, this is a 0, this is a 4. What is this? 8? Or 2? You know what confuses me? It's the hyphen between the words. No 3 in a row are the same. I understand no 3 in a row. You mean of. No 3 in a row of the same. Ah. So that's the rule. That's the second rule. But I don't see how that's similar. Like how to extrapolate to this situation. So it doesn't have to do with the symmetry, but all the next puzzles, they play with the symmetry. Some way or the other, like provoke it or avoid it. In other words, the left rule this one, the one at the top, and the bottom fourth rule are similar, yeah. So no 3 of the same type, and these are similar. No, don't go. Don't go. No, don't leave me. No, you can't. I don't allow it. You are not permitted. Thank you for coming. Now, seriously, I appreciate it. And thanks for coming back, actually. Your whole self. You know, we'll see each other around. Good night. Nightbot, you are very annoying. I'm going to remove you completely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bad bot. If you say bad bot, I don't think it. Maybe it bans you. What do we do? I'll give it 5 minutes to see if I can come up with, because it's the simplest. I am not moving from here. Otherwise, the best thing to do sometimes is to have a break. So I'll have 1 week break, because even if we finish the last room, there will be more of Reliquia Park. It doesn't make big difference. So 5 minutes, generally speaking. I'm thinking you can't have 3 of the same together. But here there's 1 link. So there is another link here. Maybe you need to have 2 links, but you can't have 2 links only here, because that makes 3. But that, I'm guessing, only works for same type shapes. If you have 1 link, you need to have a second link. That's my last hypothesis. We can put it to the test and see. How did we do this? If next week's Reliquia stream is Thursday, I will likely not be able to make it, unfortunately, due to work, but I'll watch the VOD afterwards. Next week, I think it'll be, yes, Thursday. I can move it to Tuesday. I could move it to Tuesday. Doesn't make much difference. I mean, the way I work the stream, it's narrative games, or games with a plot, or strong emphasis on the narrative side, are on Tuesday. And Thursday, like this, it's heavy puzzle. And then Friday are a little bit more ambiguous, like we can play cozy games or wholesome games. Other than that, there's nothing stopping from, it's not a major change. So probably I'll change it. So because I appreciate having you on the stream, and because you know we are very few in the stream. Actually, it makes more the difference if you are in the chat. So I'll swap it, but just for you and just this time. That's joking. I was checking if I'll leave it here. Maybe I'll check myself if that applies, and I'll tell you next day. But we've been through this, and I won't take more time to redoing this, because now I don't remember. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll check if you need linking, like having 2 together is we can call that a link. and if we play with that. What we'll do then is first stop the music, because otherwise we have double. I need to change this yellow text. Is horrible. I don't know how can you guys look at that. Now it doesn't match. It matches my... should be the other way. We are in sync. Robert and Paracor, you are purple and yellow like me. Kinda. Well, this is it for today. We couldn't finish, but we couldn't finish this 5th path. But I don't feel sad, because after the end there's more. Life beyond the yellow gem. We'll come back to this then on Tuesday. I'll tell you in a second. Robert. So we come back to this on next Tuesday, and Thursday we'll swap Phoenix Spring for Reliquia Park. And Friday, next Friday, tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow with Talos Principle, because in the end we couldn't do the interview, so the interview will be next Friday. Interview with the developers of Stick. Please come to the stream next Friday and you'll be able to ask them any questions. I'll be talking to them and asking them a lot of about the development, everything, you'll see. But that's next Friday. Tomorrow, Talos Principle, the first one. Yes, I know. And then plan for next week. Oh, wait. Now you remind me. Let me check my calendar. I can't. Paracor, I can't do Reliquia Park on Thursday because it's Halloween, and I plan to play a scary puzzle game, which are very hard to come through, to find. It's very difficult to find. So then you don't have to worry, because next week on Thursday we weren't going to play Reliquia Park anyway. So I'm saying contradictory information. Tomorrow, Talos Principle. Next week, Tuesday, Phoenix Spring. Thursday, a new game, Halloween game. And then Friday, the interview. And Reliquia Park will come the week after, the 7th of November. I'll be surprised if you know. Tell me. I want to know. Tell me. I'm very easy to read. Like, Poker Face is not on my language. Crossroads? Crossroad OS. No idea what that is. Wait, I'm saying it's a scary puzzle game. Maybe it's not a puzzle game, but you know, with the Steam tags, you never know. It says it's a puzzle game, but maybe it's not. Can give you a clue. You'll see when I publish the schedule every week. Actually, I'll take note and I'll have a look. Crossroads. Did you spell it correctly? Crossroad OS? Note is taken. Crossroad OS. Yeah, something. Okay, have a look. Maybe I changed since I haven't published and announced which game is. Not easily scared, Robert. At least with movies and games, I don't think. Maybe I'm surprised myself. Life. Anyway, this was the end of the stream, and it is the end of the stream. For any change, I publish the schedule every Monday for me. Might be Sunday night in the US, if you are in the US, Robert. I know Paracor is not. So every Monday, I publish the schedule for the week on everywhere. Wherever you are, I'll meet you there. Nothing else. Thanks, Swayze, for the raid. Thanks, Robert, Paracor, and Andrew for being present in the chat. I'm not missing anyone. Okay. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks as well for anyone watching or lurkers. I appreciate it. I hope to see you next time, which for me will be tomorrow with Talos Principle. Until then, don't be puzzled, my friends. If you are puzzled, you call me. Give me a whistle. I'll come right away. Until then, bye bye now.